just this year started really enjoying.
You can rock it.
Yeah.
But Harriet will.
Yeah, you did good.
Well, thank you. Good. Is this okay down here? Did you want me? I don't know what you're. Okay.
You're fine.
Wherever you're comfortable.
Good. I'm comfortable. Good morning, everybody. How is everyone today? Oh gosh.
Good.
Let's try that again. Does anyone need more coffee? Good morning. How is everyone today?
Good.
All right, great. My name is Stephen Jaenchen of A Better Carpet Cleaner. I am substituting for a trained professional public speaker this morning, and but I'm glad to be here. I want to talk a little bit about why I joined BNI, why that was a good decision for me, and why, especially for the visitors here, why it might be a real good decision for you. Really, business is a tricky thing, whether you're in business for yourself or you're representing a business, because bad business decisions can have some pretty dramatic effects. For instance, there was a cattle rancher I heard about. Him and his family moved out here from New York to start a cattle ranch. And so they got the thing going, and a little while into it, a friend came out to visit. And the friend asked him, well, how's your cattle ranch going? And the guy says, well, it's going well, you know, it's going. And he says, well, what do you call the thing? And he says, well, you know, I wanted to call it the Bar J. My wife, she wanted to call it the Susie Q. And my oldest son, he wanted to call it the Flying W. And my youngest son, he wanted to call it the Lazy Y. And so the friend asked him, well, what'd you do? He says, well, you know, I didn't want to create a fuss, so we just called it the Bar J, Susie Q, Flying W, Lazy Y Ranch. And the guy, his friend was like, wow. He says, well, where's all your cattle? And the guy says, well, so far none of them have survived the branding. So, you know, probably not a real good business decision. You know, but sometimes a bad business decision will kill your business. It'll actually kill it. One of the things, and a quote that I've heard that's really very true, is healthy sales cures almost all business ills. You know, if you've got money coming in, you can afford to make a few mistakes and still keep running. But, you know, if you don't have those sales coming in, one little mistake and you're out of the game. So, and of course, the main function or the goal of marketing is to increase sales. Well, in my business, I do a variety of marketing. I do Yellow Page, I do internet marketing, I do trade shows, we do print advertising. But anybody want to guess what my most effective way of getting new business is? Anyone guess?
Referrals.
Yeah, you'd think I'm in a BNI group. Yeah, exactly. It's referrals. But here's the important question. Why do you suppose that is?
Because you do good work.
Because I do good work. I get to wear a suit. No, I don't wear a suit when I'm working.
Because there's 100 carpet cleaners out there to choose from. And you want the person that your friend knows did a good job because you're inviting them to your house.
Yeah. And what we're all talking about really comes down to credibility. That there is a sense of trust. People want to do business with people that they know, that they like, and that they trust. And that's really the key thing, and really why we're all here. It is said of marketing that people don't believe what you tell them. They rarely believe what you show them. They often believe what their friends tell them. And of course, they always believe what they tell themselves. But wouldn't you agree with that? It's very true. So the question here is, why would you focus all your marketing efforts on show and tell advertising instead of getting people to tell their friends about your business, why they should do business with you and only you? Wouldn't that make sense to really focus marketing on that? And here's one other reason why this is my best source of marketing. And I'm going to ask it in the form of a question. What method of promoting your business provides a greater return on your investment? All marketing has a cost, whether it's time or money. Usually it's a lot of money, especially a lot of advertising. But what do you think would provide the greatest return on your investment? Direct advertising, internet advertising, or referral marketing?
Referral marketing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, how much does a referral cost?
Free.
And how much more likely would you suspect that a good referral will convert into a sale? It's a lot more likely that that's going to happen. So it makes sense to do that, to really focus your marketing on referral marketing. But why BNI? There's all kinds of ways you can network market, and there's all kinds of different groups. Why would BNI be really the best choice in that? Well, like Sue mentioned this morning, thank you, Sue, by the way. That was a good education and a good segue into what I'm talking about. There's all kinds of networking groups out there and chamber mixers and people throwing their cards out and so forth. But I'm gonna start with a really interesting story that happened this week, or last week actually. Gosh, I can't believe this happened. This is really funny. But it talks about how important it is that we know the people that we're dealing with. And this is an example of terrible marketing. Ruth's busy working in the office last week, and the phone rings. I mean, she's just pulling her hair out busy. And the phone rings, and she goes, "Hi, this is Ruth. May I help you?" And the voice on the other end of the phone says, "Hi, how are you doing?" And Ruth's like, "Is this a solicitor?" This is what he said. I'm not going to say the whole thing. He says, "Yes, F you," and he hangs up.
Really?
Now, yeah. Now Ruth, because he didn't say F, but you obviously.
Yeah.
Ruth, she is not about to put up with that. Caller ID. I'm going to call this company and I'm going to tell them. Let's see, I start top bottom. This should be the number. It's an out-of-state number. Got it. Calls it. An older lady answers the phone. And she goes, "Hello." And she goes, "Hi, I want to talk to you about your company. I just had a representative of your company call me, and he said, when I asked if this was a solicitation call, he said, F you, and hung up." And the lady on the other end of the phone says, "He said what?" And all of a sudden, Ruth, she recognized the voice. She goes, "Mom?"
I don't know my mom's cell number.
It's important that we know the people.
Take care of it.
But one of the reasons I selected BNI, actually, oddly enough, was through a referral. One of the most successful carpet cleaners I know in the United States has a very great business down. He does over $3 million a year down in Texas, in Houston. And he is also the highest priced carpet cleaner in there. So he's the most profitable carpet cleaner in Houston, with a bunch of 20-year-olds doing this work. And how does he get this business? Well, he focuses his marketing, he does all kinds of marketing, but his primary focus is in referrals. And when I dug a little deeper, I found out, gee, he's in a BNI group. Interesting. So, and when I first came, back in February, I think it was when I visited the group, Tara, thank you for inviting me, I didn't hesitate. General Schwarzkopf once said, "A good plan executed today is better than a perfect plan executed next week." So I didn't have time to hunt around, shop around, and say, "It's good enough for this guy, he's doing $3 million a year, great, I'm in." So we joined in, and I've been very glad about that. But the last reason why BNI, and I'm going to go, this is a part of BNI. BNI is not a social club. It's a structured business building strategy. It's not a place where people just go and hang out and maybe pass a referral every so often. It's about learning how to really market and grow your business. And this is their member success program. There is stuff in here that I never knew before. And I've been able to transfer this into my own business, not just in the meeting once a week here, but how to actually, and let me give an example. One of the things we learned about, I was talking about credibility. Well, before you get to credibility, you have to be visible. People have to know you exist. And this is what's called the VCP process in BNI, but it's also in business. Visibility leads to credibility once you establish these great relationships, which then leads to profitability, which is kind of the goal. Every one of us has a dream or dreams. The whole reason we're in business or working for a business is for one reason only, and that's to fulfill our dreams. We're not in business to make money. Money doesn't do anything if it doesn't help us accomplish our dreams or goals, whether that's going to Kenya on a mission trip, whether it's helping family members that need help, whether it's buying a new boat, whatever your dream is. And so the mission and the philosophy of BNI, I just need to read it out of here because it's incredible. Their philosophy is this. The philosophy of this organization is built upon the idea of giver's gain, as Sue mentioned. By giving business to others, you will get business in return. This is predicated on the age-old idea of what goes around comes around. Do you agree that's true? Has anybody here ever had someone give something to them with no strings attached and you didn't want to do something in return for them? It's very, very true. And the mission is real simple. It's to help members increase their business through a structured, positive, and professional word-of-mouth program that enables them, I got 1 minute, enables them to develop long-term, meaningful relationships with quality business professionals. So that's why BNI. So, to sum up, referral networking, referral marketing, network marketing really is the best way to grow a business, especially in an economy that we have now. People are really tight with their funds. They want to only do business with people they really trust, people they know, people they like. But BNI, in my estimation, is by far the best networking group because they have the best structure, the best education, and the best results. The question is it right for you? And that is something you need to investigate. But you want to remember, there's only one business per category in a group. Once that category is filled, that category is closed, so that we can focus on supporting that particular business within the group. But of course, the definition of insanity is, expecting change or doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. If you want to change and grow your business, think about changing something that you're doing, and I would suggest the marketing. And I'm going to finish with a wonderful Swedish proverb that says this: God gives every bird a worm, but he does not throw it into the nest. So, BNI might be a worm for you. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.